I did promise a topic last week, which I will cover today. Alright, last year was a little weird and a little frustrating because I came out in December, which is right smack dab in the middle of my senior year. Being that it was my senior year, graduation was also coming up, and so I did request that my correct name be called a graduation and that I wear the men's uniform. Now, I don't understand why we gender the robes anyway. Girls wear red, guys wear black. How about we all wear red or we all wear black and we just go with it? But whatever. Anyway, this was February. 2 months later, so April. After one more email and still no response, I decide, hey, let's settle this face to face. You know, what's better than some good old eye contact conversation, right? So I make a little appointment thingy and I sally up on 4th to her office and I sit down, and apparently she did get my email and forwarded it to the principal and didn't tell me or respond in any way to tell me what was happening or what was going on. So I grit my teeth and asked for his response. And he said he'd have to talk about it, but she could call him right then to see if we could talk about it. What is there to talk about? Why is this a problem? I don't understand. She picks up the phone and says, mind, this is a direct quote. Hey, I have Dead Name here in my office and she would like to talk to you about her options for what she's wearing to her graduation. I'm sitting in your office talking to you about my gender and you just, where's the respect? Where is it? So I'm doing my best over here, gritting my teeth, clenching my cheeks, trying not to become raging queer, because if anything is gonna lose my fight, it's raging queer. But apparently, I get this look on my face and people misgender me, and so she launches into the sea of excuses. I don't know about these things, and I'm not good with these things, so you're gonna have to cut me some. For the love of God, woman, I literally just told you 3 times what to do, and you So at this point, apparently the principal is busy, but he can call me back up to his office whenever he gets a hot second later that day. A week later, nothing. Graduation? A month away. So I go to the head of senior class, she's kind of in charge of coordinating graduation and everything, and see if she can help me. And she basically, while speaking to me like I'm some kind of incompetent toddler, says, there's a girl's option with a blouse and pants. I gave up before I even started. I tell her, look, that's not the problem. The problem is that I'm a guy that you're forcing to wear the girl's outfit. She tells me Dr. Carter will need to make a decision. This is not a decision to make. Respecting me as a person is not a decision that needs to be made. This is not a question, so it doesn't need an answer. I just wanted to give you a heads up. 4 days later, I find myself sitting across from, let's call him Dr. C. And he says, well, we've just always fallen back on the paper in these situations, and will it happen on your birth certificate? I kind of tuned out when he said birth certificate. Anyway, he goes on and actually never really gives me a straight answer. So to me, this ain't over. During the aforementioned conversation, he asks what gown I currently have, and I say I have a black one. He says, we'll get you a red one. I said that won't be necessary, I already have a gown. A few days later, I get called back up to the office, and might I add, every time I get called to the office, it's by my dead name. It's like they're doing this on purpose. The front office chick tells me my cap and gown order has arrived. I immediately tell her there's been a huge mistake and she can send that puppy right back. Ding ding! So, being that nothing has been accomplished trying to speak to people face to face, I pen another email, because apparently that's the only way anyone can get anything done these days. I mentioned how I'm no different from any other guy at this school and how forcing me to wear the girls' uniform would be humiliating, it would ruin graduation for me, and all of my friends know me as Matt, and all my teachers know me as Matt, the administration should know me as Matt. And it just wouldn't make any sense for me to walk across the stage in a suit and a red gown. He responds saying, I'll stick to my existing decision. Which was? Now, I'm not just fighting this fight for myself. If I were just fighting this fight for myself, I would have given up the first wall I hit and said, screw it, I'll do what I want, kick me out, I dare you. I'm trying to set the precedent for every other trans kid that has to walk across that stage. So at this point, I'm furious. This whole situation is stupid and another example of some dumbass trying to flex his muscle of power instead of working with us to make this school a better and safer place for everyone. He said several times, I don't want this to be a power struggle. Who's making it a power struggle? Not me. So my mom ends up sending him an email. I didn't ask her to, she just kind of did because she's badass like that, aren't you, Madre? And he's resorted to hermit mode, I guess. The mentality of, maybe if I hide my face, I won't exist. Anyway, graduation arrives because he's obviously waited too long to do anything. I show up looking hot as hell in my suit and my black gown, and I've got this face on like, say something. I dare you. You kick me out and all these potted plants are going down with me. Fight me. The angry queer is here. I'm sitting. I'm waiting. I'm looking. Nothing happens. Seriously, I even got called up to change my name on the roster. What the hell? What just happened? I fight you assholes for months, and you end up doing the right thing in the end without even telling me? What was the point? What was the point? The least you could have done is shoot me an email saying, okay, fine, I understand. I'll let you do what I should have let you do in the first place. I don't get it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm extremely glad and extremely thankful. The entire experience was great. I got my diploma, graduated with honors. But what happened? After the ceremony, this trans girl I had met a few weeks earlier comes up to me and says congratulations. And honestly, the look on her face to see me walking across that stage as my true self and her knowing that she could do the same in 2 or 3 years, worth it. So, that's my experience with the man. I hope everyone has a good week, and I will see you next time.